So, Mark, we're in the middle of September.
September. No. You mean
Oh,
November.
sorry. Yeah. Haha.
But it feels like September weather out there today.
It
I
does.
can see why you kind of got confused.
You're right. We've only had one little bit of snow, and right now it's sunny and nice outside.
Yeah, it's a beauty day. I'm gonna get out there and enjoy a bit of that later on today. So you know what? Last week wasn't that bad, considering we're still seeing the inventory in Barrie hanging around that 570, 575 mark. Nothing really. Again, we kind of know that there's no more inventory coming on the market unless someone, has to sell, wants to sell, or whatever. So I think we're done with the listings for the year. But we will see a lot of, continuing to relist. We've seen a lot of that last week as well with terminations, relists, just to drive traffic. What I'm finding last week, things are getting quieter and quieter as we progress through November, right? And looking at the sales, and even look at the sales last year, they start, going down by 10 and 20 per week because the traffic and footsteps aren't there. And I did an open house on Sunday, and it was a nice, real sunny day. We had one party through, in a sense. So I think the home buying is put on hold until the new year.
Well, and you know what? Last year, remember, I had that listing. I listed at exactly this time, and it was dead.
It was dead. Yeah, it's quite time.
Yeah, it's the time of year, right? Like mid-November, December, it's always dead.
And I remember about 10 years ago. I think it was probably 2012, 2013, maybe 14. I did like 8 or 10 deals in the month. November was a stupid month. But, as we know, this is a cyclical game. It goes up and down. So, but what I was kind of, okay with is looking at where we ended up with the sales. So let me get my little cheat sheet here. So last week we did 23 sales, and in 2022, the same week, there was 26. So off a couple sales, kind of big deal, right? But we're not gonna see those 40 and 50 sales done in a week. That's done.
And that's for the city of Barrie detached, right?
That's for anything minus condos, freeholds,
townhouses, everything. Yeah.
Okay. Correct. So there was a surprise and I'm going to go through some of the price things too, but I want to talk about it before we dive into it. The 6 to 699 range, there's 101 listings at that price point now.
Oh my God.
That's a big number, right? Like I haven't seen that number in a while. When I started breaking down the numbers, I went, are you kidding me? I had to put it back in twice to make sure I wasn't doing something wrong. So there's a lot of product on the board right now sitting there. So I started to look through days on market and kind of see what I'm seeing. I'm telling you, there's a lot of high double-digit numbers in there for some properties at low price range. So when we start seeing that slow down, things are slowing down. And the time of the year too. So, and we know what's going on in this country today with sentiment and uncertainty and political stuff. So, I just think buyers have really scaled back at a faster pace.
Well, even and the perception is if I'm in a low price range, I'm going to sell really fast.
No.
But you're not.
No.
Especially when there's that much in the market, because there's so much to choose from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So even if you do have the odd buyer, which you still do, right? Like there's still deals firming every day.
100%.
Their choice is huge now.
They do. And the sellers in that category, have to be prepared to start negotiating at times, right? And we're seeing it, right? But it's swinging more to the buyers favorable because, okay, if we can't get a deal done here, great, we're going up the road.
Yeah.
Houses like you got for sale. So
yeah, and everybody's looking for a deal because they know the time of the year.
Yep.
They see how much is on the market.
Yep.
And they figure, well, if I'm not paying full price at this point, you know what I mean? Like everybody's sitting there. And even my clients, my one buyer, if it's on there 10 days, he's like, well, we can get a deal. Well, like in 10 days, that's not happening. But the perception is if it doesn't sell right away, then I can get a good deal. Like,
yeah. No, I agree. And that's not happening. And looking, so I started to look through the sale price, the list price. I'm still seeing 96, 97, 98, and being on the board 30, 40 days. So sellers aren't, they're willing to negotiate. But if a buyer thinks today that, oh, it's been on the board for 30 days, I can get 20% off the price, that ain't happening. I've not seen any of that happen so far in the viewing of the inventory. And I don't think you've seen it too much. We've seen the odd deal out there that go, wow,
That's
not a
all
bad
cheap.
deal there. Right. That's all pretty cheap. But again, those are going to happen because of people's situations, whether they bought, whether they need to sell, whatever, removing, whatever.
But I find they're listing cheaper now.
I think they're listing more for what the market is willing to give, in a sense, right? When I see, hey, when's the last time we seen a townhouse sell for over 7? It's been a while.
Actually, I went back over 60 days and I couldn't find one.
Right. That's like, whoa. And there's a little bit of those on the market. So, and it's tough. So if people are looking in those ranges of max at 7 and something is presented well and a seller wants more, I don't know. It's a tough game out there today in that category right now. And don't list. I'm safe to say it, but don't list right now. Wait till Jan, Feb to see what things are going to come along together. But again, I'm happy with seeing we're close to last year's stuff. So, it's not a sinking market. There's so much damn information up there to fill people's heads with the wrong information. And then you got us folks telling you exactly what we see, can back it up with numbers. And we're not seeing what the media is portraying out there a lot of times.
No. I mean, is the market slow as hell? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But are prices in the gutter? No.
No, they're not. They're not. Flat. If you're doing flat to last year, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No. So let me go through some numbers. So some new listings this week, there was 91. When I say new listings, most of those are terminations and relists and cancel in higher ranges. 24 price changes, 14 conditional sold, and 1 conditional sold with an escape. 573 listings. Here's the breakdown. Between 5 and 599, there's 30. Between 6 and 699, there's 101. And that's not turning fast, as we just talked about. 7 to 799, there's 99. 8 to 899, there's 98. 9 to 999, there's 82. And $1 million up, there's 155.
Holy shit.
I know. So 2 big ranges that I didn't expect to see in the category is, of course I expect the $1 million and up one to be along. But the 6 to 699 range, it's got a ton of product. So, and
they're not moving.
They're not moving right now. And that range counts for 18% of the inventory, longer days on the market that we're seeing. And 23 sales last week, 26 the same week last year. Things are slowing down, which is to be expected, right?
Christmas is coming.
It is. And wait till the Christmas party, wait till the snow flies. Then it's really going to really cut down. Watch it get busy or something, but
you never know. I don't know, 10 years ago or so, I did a deal on Christmas Eve. And I was thinking, there's no way in hell. And I did. Like it happens, right?
It happens. I did one too years ago. It's like, really? Doing the home inspection, doing the paperwork, getting it firmed up. Wow.
I know. That
was on Sovereign's Gate. It was a big 2,700 square foot 2-story. I think Tom paid.
Mine was in Innisfil on Innisfil Beach Road.
Yeah. Crazy, eh?
Well, it is, because I remember on Christmas Eve, I had like 35 people at my house, and I'm in my bedroom on the phone with this agent fighting over stuff.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, what a day, dude. Deal. Anything else you want to think about the market that you saw last week?
No, I think I was just shocked at some of the prices I was seeing firming up with like townhouses and stuff in the low sixes, where like you just didn't see that.
We didn't see that in the spring of this year, right? We saw a real spike in demand for that lower price point property,
Yeah.
And then, wow, come on. And, those were the times we saw the bidding wars back. And then, but let's, I'm
But
still
people
off.
are pricing lower, like they were asking 625, got 623.
Yes,
So
yes.
like they're not pricing at 675 and getting 623.
No, 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 no. And in townhouse category, certain pockets of the community are getting more money, right? Like a Gadwell, I think what was the one on Gadwell that we are talking about the
I
other
think
day?
the one on Gadwell, well, there was another, there was one on Hay,
Yeah, I saw
um,
that.
665.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, mind you, it's brand new, but it was also the one with all those stupid stairs.
Yeah. No backyard. They're like back to back
Yeah,
towns.
they're back like they're like
Yeah.
back to back, and you walk in, you got to go in a staircase to get to the main, then you got to do another staircase, like
Yeah.
a lot of stairs, but it is brand new.
Yeah. It's funny, eh? That those are the new norm for townhouses now.
Oh yeah, I mean those were 750. Some I remember one, and the height of it in I think it was 2021,
Yep.
an end unit on Winchester Terrace, and
Yep.
I think it was 12 or 13 square feet.
Mhm.
930 it sold for.
That retarded, eh?
Not, and it wasn't even all updated. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
930.
Yeah. I wouldn't
And the
want to be.
guy tried to sell it. The guy tried to sell it like a year later, and of course he didn't, because and it's still sitting, like he owns it now. He took it off the market, it's still sitting there, but
That's right. That's right. And there's a lot of
nice.
people in that position too, right? That have bought in that peak, but it's coming back. You're just gonna have to be patient.
Yeah, I mean, this is what real estate does. Eventually it's going to go back up, but right now,
Yes. No, I know.
no.
I think that's all I kind of got. I don't think we need to drag it out
Yeah,
anymore.
I think that's it.
Okay, perfect. See
Okay,
you.
we'll talk to you later.